Yeah, so in the meditation practice of the Sutrayana, as well as the meditation practice of the Tantrayana, there is a method, the techniques to activate or awakens the substantial cause of the Buddha's the pure mind through the body. But but there's no clear meditation practice in the path of the Sutrayana, how to, what is the cause of Buddha's, the form body, pure body, and how to develop the cause of the Buddha's pure body. There's no clear meditation practice in Sutrayana. So, but when you understand the practice of Tantrayana, then you will gain a clear understanding about the cause of the Buddha's pure body. Where is it? Which one is the substantial cause of Buddha's pure body? And then how to activate it, how to transform that, the seed of the Buddha's pure body. You know? So Buddha's, when you become a Buddha, your body becomes Buddha's pure body. So which part of your body becomes Buddha's pure body? Through meditation. In this body, born a flesh body, no matter how long you meditate, this body will not become Buddha's pure body. You know, that body we all know that at the time of death will burn and then become ashes. It's gone, right? This body will not become Buddha's pure body. So which the body of yourself is Buddha's pure body? And then we say that within this gross body, there is a very subtle body. That subtle body refers to the subtle vital energy wind. that we have. That Varasara energy wind is the pure body that you have, pure body. So that pure body is the subtle body, is the substantial cause of this pure body. So the Tantra meditation practice helps you to activate the subtle body, to awaken that subtle body that you have. And that meditation is called, that you can only find that kind of very profound and the strong meditation practice only in the Tantric meditation practice. So that meditation practice that which allows or helps you to activate your subtle pure body and to transform into this pure body, that meditation is called meditation on the four complete purities. Four complete purities. So what is the four complete purities? Four complete purities means the complete purity of first is complete purity of body, and then second complete purity of the environment, and third then the complete purity of enjoyment, and the fourth is called complete purity of all the activity. So when you become the Buddha, then you achieve these four complete purities. So the first that we need to gain out of this four complete purity, first we have to gain the complete purity of body. In order to gain the complete purity of the body, then we have to activate the substantial cause of the complete purity of the body that we have within our body, that is the subtle body. So how to activate this subtle body? What kind of meditation that helps you to awaken, to activate that subtle body is you're visualizing or thinking that your subtle body manifest, and then it becomes Buddha's pure body. Buddha's pure body. Buddha's pure body that adorned with we call the many qualities, 30 and 80 major and minor marks we call. That is the quality of the Buddha's pure body. So you're visualizing that in your mind, you're thinking, your pure, subtle, the body that manifests, and that yourself, your body, appears in the aspect of a pure body of the Buddha. And then in your mind you think, you have the pure body of the Buddha. And then you hold a divine pride. I'm the pure body of the Buddha. I'm having a pure body of the Buddha. So that means you have a very pure outlook or attitude towards your body. You have a very pure body appearance of the pure body of the Buddha, and therefore a very strong divine pride. I'm the Buddha. I'm having a pure body of the Buddha. When you strongly hold this divine pride, then that is a meditation practice that actually activates your subtle pure body. That's called meditation on the complete purity of the body.
Gan sutrā, gan tantrā mums ir metodas, kurā mēs atmodinām Buddhas tīro prātu, bet tikai tantrā mums ir metodas, kur mēs atmodinām arī Buddhas tīro ķermeni, šo formas ķermeni, un arī tās metodas, kā to attīstīt. Un līdz ar to mēs, praktizējot tantru, mēs uzzinām, kas ir Buddhas tīrā ķermeņa cēlonis, kā šo cēloni attīstīt, kā to aktivizēt. Un, kad mēs tiecamies sasniegt Budas, attīstīt šo Budas ķermeni, tad mums ir jādomā, kas ir šis Budas ķermenis, vai tas ir šis ķermenis, kas mums ir šajā brīdī. Un nē, tas nav šī brīža ķermenis, un mēs neatkarīgi no tā, cik ilgi mēs meditēsim caur to, mēs nepārvērtīsim šo ķermeni par Budas ķermeni. Un kā mēs visi zinām, šis ķermenis dzīves beigās viņš aiziet, mēs sadedzinām un pelnus izkaisam, un līdz ar to, teiksim, šī ķermeņa vairāk nav. Bet šajā rupjajā ķermenī ir smalkais ķermenis, un šis smalkais ķermenis ir tas ķermenis, kurš pēc tam kļūst par Budas ķermeni. Un šis smalkais ķermenis ir tas, kas sastāv no šīm smalkajām enerģijām, no smalkajiem vējiem. Un tātad tantrā mēs mācāmies, kā aktivizēt šo smalko ķermeni, un ka tikai tas ir sastopams, un šī praksa sastopama tikai tantriskajā praksē, un līdz ar to tad mums, lai to sasniegtu, mēs meditējam, mēs izmantojam praksi, ko sauc meditāciju par 4 pilnīgajām tīrībām. Un šīs 4 pilnīgās tīrības, tātad ir Budas šī ķermeņa tīrība, Budas vides tīrība, Budas, varētu teikt, valdes objektu tīrība un Budas visu aktivitāšu tīrība. Un, kad mēs esam Buda, kad mēs sasniedzam Budas stāvokli, tad mēs sasniedzam visu šīs 4 tīrības. Un vispirms, ja mēs runājam par šo pirmo tīrības līmeni, šo pilnīgo Budas ķermeņa tīrību, tad, lai to sasniegt, mums ir nepieciešams aktivizēt šo smalko ķermeni. Un kādā veidā mēs to darām? Mēs to darām vizualizējot sevi, iedomājoties, ka mums ir šis smalkais ķermenis, kurš pēc tam parādās un kurš ir Budas ķermenis. Un Budas ķermenis, kuru raksturo šīs 32 galvenās un 80 sekundārās un otrreizējās pazīmes. Un būtībā mēs parādāmies paši sev šajā tīrajā Budas ķermeņa aspektā, un savā prātā savukārt mēs turam šo, ko sauc par dievišķo lepnumu. Tas ir tā doma, ka es esmu Buda. Un